Hello, good evening and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. It's Thursday night and we are here for the final round of the Pacific Rim Championship. This is the one, this is the double points one that's going to decide the championship, although maybe not. I'll just quickly, so the Pacific Rim Championship are sim racers. We're asked to choose a Group 3 car made either in America or Japan, and we have raced on each other's turfs on Japanese and American soil throughout a whole season to come here for the last round, a neutral ground for double points, with the format being two 40-minute races, but only points gained for the final positions of the second race. All tyre compounds are available to our sim racers, but they're only allowed to use super softs for one stint in the duration of the 2 laps. There's Skyjacker at PSC. Welcome to round 10. Thank you for your participation. Hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you for, I think that was thanking me. So a quick look at the table. See, Homesick, I don't know where he stopped, somewhere out on the track, so we'll have a look at Jokers. There's not many out there practicing, but these guys have been practicing for 20 odd minutes before I turned up. So the table, but like I said, it's double points. They're so close in the table. I was having a quick look over it. They're so close together that with the double points being handed out here, it's going to change everything. Hi Rivixter, congratulations on your win. It was official after the racing results were released. Skyjacker did get a penalty for using super softs twice, so Rivixter gained the win. So the table, let me take you down that. In the top of the pile is Racer Brown on this is the drop scores one. I'm reading you the drop scores as that is more important. So Racer Brown is on the top with 142 points. Alpha Nut is second on 97 points. Third for Gazman on 94 points. Homesick Alien fourth for 87 points. Bunny in fifth on 81 points. Skyjacker is sixth on 78 points. Noxie is 7th on 74 points. Boosted Alpha is 8th on 68 points. Rivixter 9th on 59 points. Jokers 10th on 53 points. Catula 11th on 51.5 points. 12th for Dutch on 39 points. Legion is 13th with 22 points. Shadow Rider 14th on 21 points. G Richards 15th with 16.5 points. And Nude Leicester 16th on 4 points. So the guys in the tables, they're so close together, it's all going to change after this round. So it's there was really no point reading you out that table. You have to join our Discord. Go to our website, www.virtualracersclub.co.uk. I believe the tables are on the website anyway, if you didn't want to go all the way into the Discord. But if you click on join our community, then you'll also go into the Discord, and then you can join in chatting with us. Racer Brown has been mighty this season of the PRC, its first season out there. And I'm trying to put our website in and talk to you at the same time. Virtual Racers Club.co.uk. Virtual Racers Club. I thought it was already in my phone. I must have cleared my cache at some point. So yeah, there's a big orange button, says join our community, accept and close our cookies, trailer for who we are. There's past, present, future. Oh, maybe you can't see the tables. Some of our partners. VRC news, leagues, endurance events, lobby nights, time trials. If I click on, oh no. So I think he's asking if everyone's ready. Sorry, I was just trying to see if you can see the tables. No, you have to come into the Discord to see the tables, I'm afraid. So you join our community and you go into our Discord where all the tables are. In the chat we've got Hi Thingy from Racer Brown, Skyjacker saying evening bud, Bunting saying Racer Brown, check a flag, check a flag. Homesick Alien said good evening, good luck for last round. Yes, double points for everyone out there. Anyone's got a chance. I am gonna go for an early call, okay, based on nothing except for some of his performances so far in this championship. I'm going to go with Alpha Nut for the win today. But that's based on nothing. Oh, the Wheel of Death chose, they're based on their positions in the table. There's no qualifying, they're just based on their positions on the table, and then a randomator picks a number and they reverse from that point. And that was 12, I believe. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing here. Yeah, I believe it was, yes, 12. And as we've only got 9 in here at the moment, I'm not even sure who will be on the pole. Because Dutch is on the pole as the table stands, but I don't think there's any Dutch here. So Cthulhu would be next, but it doesn't look like there's a Cthulhu out there, is there? Anyone seen Cthulhu? Fernando? No Cthulhu. Sometimes he can't make that first race. Next would be Jokus. Jokus will be sat on pole. Oh yeah, sorry. Oh, he's already started the final. Oh, he was waiting for me and I was too busy talking. I didn't put a Y up. I apologise, Skyjacker. Flashman saying evening all in the chat. Sorry, guy, I was so busy with the I'm a bit late tonight getting in the room. I was quickly sucking on I was having a ciggy. So there you go, Jokus is on pole. As we said, this is going to be exciting around Brands. Not even had a chance to do any on car, but we've got 2 40-minute races ahead of us, so we're all good. We're all gravy. We're all chuffed, actually. We just hit 150 subscribers for our VRC channel, our YouTube channel, sorry. So there you go. We get a lovely shot of them sat on the grid, all 9 of them waiting to go. And there they go, Jokus pulling away in the Corvette ahead of a Rivixter. Skyjacker up into third. We saw someone dropping back. It might have been Noxie in that Mazda. I can't do this long shot for very long though. Look at them all bunched up. Jokus managing to get into Druids just about. Skyjacker's got himself up in second ahead of Rivixter. And Noxie there in fourth in the Mazda. But it looks like Bunny, coming off of a win from the GTMC earlier this week, has just moved up into third. Noxie then down into fifth, but no Gazman. Gazman's getting up ahead as well. Looks like Noxie's having a bit of a struggle in that Mazda, side by side. Alpha Nut there in sixth, ahead of Hunter-Galian. Rivix has dropped somewhere, and Racer Brown back there in ninth place in the Mitsubishi. You bet your bottom dollar he'll be fuel saving already. So Jokus there out in the lead in the Chevy. We've got 2 Chevys in front. Bunny on third place. Gazman there holding that fourth from Alpha Nut. Alpha Nut up into fifth. Noxie sixth, Homescalian seventh, Rivixter eighth, and Racer Brown there in a ninth spot. So, whoa, Jokus going for the big wide angle on that corner and losing a spot to Skyjacker, the other Chevy. And there's a couple going wide. There's Gazman looking like he's found a wide line. He wants to do a bit of off-road in the Subaru, and he's got the Alpha Nut in the Honda hot on his tail. He's gone wide again. He's gone wide again. There was contact, but it was on the other side of the car, so I don't know if Alpha Nut was to blame for that, but the stewards, I guess, will take a look if it comes across their table. So Skyjacker leading from Bunny. Jokus is down to third place now in that Chevy. Alpha Nut up into fourth, but it looks like he is going to redress. He is waiting for I can't even remember who it was now. It wasn't Rivixter, it was Gazman. He's waiting for Gazman. Poor old Alpha Nut. I imagine there was contact, but I didn't know if that was the reason. Gazman was off, but there is Alpha Nut waiting for him. 15-second wait for Gazman. It's a big one, but we've got a long race ahead of us. There's 2 40-minute races. There's Skyjacker. He got a win earlier in the week in the GTMC, so he'll be buoyant from that after tasting the champers on the podium. He's now leading the race on lap 2 here at Brands Hatch GP, with Bunny chasing him down, the 2 winners from the GTMC. No spoilers if you haven't seen it, sorry guys, and you have to keep up with us. So many races. I think it's going to get eased. I think it's easing up a little bit. I think we're leaning back on the races a little bit. It's been hot and heavy through the shutdown period while everyone's had a lot of time, but now everything's going back to normal. I think we're going to go back to just two evenings a week or so, maybe 3, maybe Fridays are specials. So everything's going to go back to normal soon, don't worry. You'll be able to keep up with us. Homesick Alien then in 4th place. doing a great job in that Mustang. He's not enjoyed that this season. He's looked good on the ovals, but still, Racer Brown up into 5th already. We saw he's down in 9th. He's been making some movements. There's Noxie in 6th, Rivixter in 7th. Gazman up into 8th after Alphanut having to pull over and let him past. They're only 8 seconds behind Rivixter, but they are some 20 seconds behind Skyjacker. So change of tactics down at the back of the grid. Oh no. How's Skyjacker doing, lols? Has he had a little spin? Oh no, Skyjacker. I don't know who's in control of Skyjacker's YouTube. Because it's not Skyjacker, he's busy driving. I thought he spun out or something with his lols, but he's only just maintaining that lead from Bunny. Bunny really adding some pressure. We'll get on board. Oh, lovely, we're already on board. How cool is that? So there is Bunny sitting in 2nd, chasing down Skyjacker. 4 tenths, 5 tenths. Skyjacker trying to plant that Chevy in Paddock Hill Bend. It's a real struggle. You saw him sliding. I'm guessing he's on racing softs. Didn't notice. We haven't really looked to see the super softs situation, but I will check it out in a minute. But at the moment, whoa, Bunny also struggling over those curves. There's some 3.8 seconds ahead of Homesick Alien, who's got himself ahead of Jokers now. Homesick Alien really on the move, up into 3rd place. Bunny got the fastest lap on lap 2 with a 23.841, and he is really starting to apply some pressure around here at Brands Hatch GP. Did I even tell you it was Brands Hatch GP? It's just gone through Hawthorns up to Westfields, through Dingley-Dale, Sheen Curve down to Stirling's, up along Clearways, and this is it. He's getting a better drive. No, he's got a wiggle on, but he's definitely getting a better drive. I think Skyjacker is fuel saving. I think that Chevy, it's not usually as slow as that in a straight line, and I think what we're seeing there is a little bit of fuel save from Skyjacker, where Bunny, he just wants to crack on and take it. No, he's backed off for Paddock Hill Bends. So then Homesick Alien 4.1 seconds behind these guys. He's got the Chevy of Jokers only 6 tenths behind him. So Homesick Alien, he's not going away with a blistering pace. He did a 25.1 his last time around. Jokers did a 25.8, but he's not far behind the Alien. Racer Brown, he's got the fastest lap of the race so far with a 23.687. He's just in front of the Mazda of Noxie by 2.5 seconds, but he's some 8.7 seconds behind Jokers and 14 seconds behind Skyjacker, who is still leading from Bunny, but Bunny eager to get past the Corvette. I was really struggling. All I can think of is Chevy or Chevrolet. The Corvette. He really wants to get past the Corvette in his Impreza. There you go. Taking it, stripping it down to the car names. There's the Mustang. Mustang, thank you for coming. Love a bit of Ben and Jerry's cookie dough. Could really kill some of that right now. Oh. Jokers in the Gas Monkey Chevy. It's looking like he's struggling with a bit of lag out there at the moment. Racer Brown in 5th. We're 7 minutes into this 40-minute race. And Racer Brown only 3 seconds behind the Chevy right now. Noxie in 6th. Alphanut, he's got himself ahead of Rivixter. Rivixter's dropped down somewhere. He must be on this lap. Yeah, he's 15 seconds off his lap time. So he must have had an issue on this lap, letting Gazman and Alphanut move up extra positions with 32.5 minutes remaining in this race. I'm still tipping Alpha for the win. Skyjacker though still doing a fine job racing softs. He's on in this stint ahead of Bunny. Bunny about a second off him now. The Chevy's used up a bit more fuel than the Subaru, but again, it's the Eagle versus the Dragon, the Pacific Rim. That's what it's about. America versus Japanese. And Skyjacker missing out on the win from last week. with his mistake, his pit crew's mistake with the tyres. He'll be looking to get the win today, but so will be a whole queue of other cars. Homesick Alien, he'll be fancying his positions, he's fancying his chances. He's only 5.5 seconds off of the lead at the moment. We're not even 10 minutes into this 40-minute race yet. They're just seeming to just get into their strategies, get into the swing of it. It is endurance racing, so it's not out and out sprint. So you usually find these cars trying to find their place. Fuel save, there's Racer Brown, one fastest lap after the next in his little Mitsubishi. And I must say, it's one of my favourite Group 3 cars, the Mitsubishi. It just handles really well in the corners. In fact, let's go on board with Racer Brown, car 86, and enjoy that beautiful handling Mitsubishi Evo. Up the inside of Joker's virtually. He's got the grip if he wants it. There's Joker's flailing around in his Chevy on the outside. The big American lug of a car. He's dragging it, kicking and screaming around Brands Hatch. Whilst here is Racer Brown. He's in a ballet. He's just dancing around. Whoa, there's gone a little wide there for Joker's. And Racer Brown just moves himself up into a 4th place. 6.8 seconds behind the Mustang of Homesick Alien. Oh my god, oh my word, something's happened to Bunny. Something terrible and shocking has happened to Bunny, and now Homesick Alien is all up in his business. He's on his 6. Bunny's got to get the tail gunner out because he's got to watch out. He's got a Mustang right there, looking for a way past through Paddock Hill Bends, heading down the hill up towards Druids. Crazy racing we are witnessing here between the Mustang and the Subaru. Bunny must have had a small off. Whoa, wiggling around. We see it in his McLaren on a Tuesday evening. He loves to slide it through the corners, and maybe that has come amiss for him in the Group 3 car. And Skyjacker, he's 6.7 seconds in the lead of this. Homesick Alien trying all he can to get past the Subaru. He's up and side by side, but Homesick's going to be on the outside. Can he get through? No, he's had to just ease off of it a little bit. Because Bunny actually would naturally move to the outside. You can't do anything around them corners. They're so fast that you do not want to be on the outside of another car trying to go through them. It's impossible. But with these two racing, that's given Skyjacker another second. Excuse me. That's given Skyjacker another second, and Racer Brown pulling him in. He was nearly 6 seconds behind these guys. He's now down to 4 seconds. Easy pickings. And there's Alphanut. He's up into 5th now, ahead of Joker's. Joker's really struggling that last lap, and Noxie only 1.3 seconds behind. So there is Alphanut. I tipped him. He's doing a good pace. He's only 8.6 seconds behind a Racer Brown now. 24.0 his last time around in the Honda. And he's managed another 24.069. Very close. Exactly the same. Brilliant stuff. Racer Brown reeling off those fastest laps, one after another. He's in the 22s now. 22.936. Homesick Alien. He is still all up in Bunny's business, trying to find a way past that Subaru, but it's looking like the Subaru's now gained its feet and it's cracking back on again. But Skyjacker now, the pressure's been lifted for him, but can he maintain that pace without a car behind him? Will he start relaxing too much, thinking that there's nothing there? So Skyjacker, he's got a lot of options in his bag. Through strategy, he could either floor it and pit more, or he could just ease off a little bit, let Bunny and Homesick burn themselves out with their tyres and their fuel. They're both on about half a tank. Skyjacker just under half a tank. I think we established that Chevy can be a bit more thirstier than the other cars out there. We've seen Homesick this season do some amazing fuel saving in that Mustang. Makes it go quite late into the races. Racer Brown also, another one, good for fuel saving, but fast at the same time, which is what makes it annoying. There's Alphanut. Alphanut looks like he's sticking to a nice steady pace. Oh, he's gone a bit faster, that one. 23.4. So maybe he's trying to pull in a Racer Brown, get himself a little bit closer. We're 13 minutes into this race now. There's Joker's. Joker's under threat from Noxie in his Mazda. He's looking good. Sat in 7th for the moment, trying to keep the back end of that Mazda under control. He's all up over the curbs as he chases down the Chevy of a Joker. As we're going up Pilgrim's Drop, up or down Pilgrim's Drop now, heading towards Hawthorns along Derek Minter's Straight into Westfield. I think that's Dingle. Something around here is Dingledale, and then this is Sheen Curve, and that's Sterling's. This is why I don't do the map thing. It's really boring. Clearways up towards Clark Curve, and then it'll be Brabham Straight. Super. I was only doing a mic test because I turned the mic off by accident. I've got a really bit of a clear throating thing tonight. I'm a bit froggy. Sorry guys if it sounds rough. Oh, why did I do that? I've ruined my in-car. Oh, Skyjacker then 6 seconds. He's dropped a second to Bunny. Bunny's pulled about a second away from Homesick Alien, but now Racer Brown really is turning down the screws. He's really closing up on that Mustang. Mustang doing 24, mid-24s mostly. And Racer Brown in the 23s. He's really flying in that Mitsubishi. He's about 9 seconds ahead of Alphanut. He's dipped into the 23s now as we're getting closer to the pit stop area. Looks like most of them are aiming for a one-stop, it seems. We're only about 4 or 5 minutes away from the halfway point in this race. And it looks like fuel is not a problem for some of these guys. Skyjacker, 5.3 seconds. I think he's eased off a little bit. I think he's fuel saving now, I believe. Bunny, 5.2 seconds behind. It looks like Rivixter's already been lapped, which is a pain for him here. Homesick, he's under pressure from Racer Brown. Oh God, let me sort that out for you. So Racer Brown looking at Druids, see if there's anything there, and it might be on the way out. And there he goes. No, though, Homesick Alien has got the inside for Hill Bend, is it? Oh no, Rivixter is having a real mare here in his Subaru. And there, Racer Brown gets the inside line. And he's on his way. Through Surtees was that. Up Pilgrim's Drop. Oh, Rivixter's left. Unfortunate. Not enjoying that Subaru Impreza around here at Brands Hatch. After his win from last week. Maybe he'll be back though. Maybe he'll be back for the next race. You don't know. Let's not count him totally out. So a Racer Brown. Oof, Homesick Alien kicking up a bit of dirt there. Got me a bit nervous. But he wants to stay in Racer Brown's toes as long as possible. Do some fuel saving. Sat behind the Mitsubishi, but it looks like the Mitsubishi's just flying. Absolutely flying at the moment. Watch out Bunny, only 2.8 seconds ahead of Racer Brown. He's just done a 24.3. He's 5 seconds behind Skyjacker. Racer Brown did a 24.4, but he had to get past Homesick Alien on that lap. So Racer Brown is turning up the wick, as they say. Skyjacker really easing off of that accelerator now. He's really trying to make that Corvette get halfway through this. He's got just under a quarter of a tank of fuel. Bunny's just got over a quarter of a tank of fuel. Racer Brown is ridiculously loads more than a quarter of a tank of fuel, but not quite half. Homesick Alien, he's dead on the quarter. Alphanut, just over a quarter of a tank of fuel. 17 seconds behind Skyjacker. 8.5 seconds behind Homesick Alien. Noxie's just, he's doing well with fuel, is Noxie. Joker's just under a quarter. And Gazman, it's not on. He's in second. He's in second spot, I think, in the table. No, Skyjacker. I'll check the table. But yeah, I think Skyjacker's second. I'll have to check that. But I know Gazman's got a good opportunity to move ahead of someone. Well, they all have on double points. No, Alphanut's second in the table. What am I thinking? I think Gazman's third, but only like 5 points behind Alphanut. But at the moment, Alphanut in fifth, Gazman in eighth. That looks like that race is done and dusted. Racer Brown in second though, and Alphanut in fifth. Oh, there's movement. Homesick Alien and Bunny. Oh no, what's happened to Bunny? Bunny's slipping even further. Oh, Paddock Hill Bend happened to Bunny. You can't go in it that fast, my friend. So Bunny is slipping down the order. Racer Brown moving up into second. Homesick Alien moving up into third place. And poor Bunny. It's not his day. Paddock Hill Bend has bitten. And Skyjacker seeing the order change behind him. 6 seconds lead on Racer Brown, but Racer Brown on a blistering pace at the moment. 23.164, quarter of a tank of fuel. We're coming up to the halfway point of this first race, and Skyjacker, he's definitely going to get halfway on that fuel tank. But the second half of this race, I think Racer Brown is going to be really pressuring the Chevy. Homesick Alien in third. That's great stuff there for the Mustang. 2 American marquees on British soil up in podium positions, and there goes Homesick Alien. He's gone in, he's decided enough is enough. New tyres, whilst everyone else has opted to stay out. Bunny stayed out. Alpha's also come in. He thinks it's a jolly good idea, and he's got a lot more fuel in than the guys around him, so it'll be a short fill for him. Joker's also opting to come in at the halfway mark, virtually halfway for these guys. And Noxie, oh, looks like Noxie's ghosted for some reason, losing time going into the pit lane. And Gazman stays out. Homesick Alien has done all his business and he's back out for his outlap. Racing Softs, full tank of fuel. Alphanut also out, only 5.5 seconds behind the Alien. That's not bad. He's gained ground in the pit stops on the cars in front of him. Gazman some 19 seconds behind Bunny. Bunny is only 5 seconds up behind Racer Brown, and Racer Brown is 4.5 seconds behind Skyjacker, and we assume these guys, or definitely Skyjacker, will be pitting at the end of this lap. And Racer Brown has got plenty of fuel in there, so he's going to gain ground on Skyjacker just in the pit stops. Bunny also not bad for fuel. Skyjacker might be under threat just from the pit stops alone, with the fact that he's going to have to put in a lot more fuel than Bunny and Racer Brown. But Bunny is quite far back from these guys, and he's continuing on. Bunny says, no, I want the lead of this race. So there's Skyjacker topping up. I think Racer Brown's not going to have to put as much fuel in. Gazman, he still doesn't look like he's any need for pit yet. He might go for a bit longer. Homesick Alien only 5 seconds ahead of Alphanut. Alphanut going faster on his outlap than the Alien. There's Skyjacker. He's coming out onto the track in third place ahead of Gazman. But he's only 2.3 seconds behind Racer Brown. Racer Brown pit as well? Yeah, oh yeah, they both pitted, didn't they? And yes, as I guessed, and Racer Brown's only put 3/4 of a tank of fuel in there to rub salt into Skyjacker's wounds, where Skyjacker's had to fully top up from virtually an empty tank. Racer Brown nearly had 1/4 of a tank, and he's only had to put half a tank of fuel in there, and he's out 2.6 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. Great racing there from Racer Brown. And Bunny then 14.2 seconds ahead of these guys, but it looks like you lose around about 17 seconds. Racer Brown lost in his pit stop, and 24 seconds for Skyjacker. Bunny, he's going to have to top up a bit more, so it's going to be somewhere between 17 to 20 seconds for Bunny in the pits. He's only got 14 seconds on Racer Brown, 16 seconds on Skyjacker. It's going to be very close when he comes out the pits to Skyjacker. Gazman still hasn't come in, and there goes Bunny. Bunny is into the pits. He's into the pits. Racer Brown, we assume, is going to take the lead of this race, but Skyjacker, it's going to be very tight. I think Bunny's going to come out behind him, but he's going to be very close behind him. There's Bunny there, he's just leaving the pits now. Skyjacker's just hitting Paddock Hill Bend, and no, Bunny's dropped behind Gasman. I'm surprised. I am surprised. It was a 20-second pit stop. So yeah, he was about 16 seconds behind Skyjacker. So he's going to be about 4 seconds. He's got to find 4 seconds on Skyjacker, has Bunny. He's got the pace in the car. We've seen it earlier in the race. So there is every opportunity he could stroll up to the back of Skyjacker. He's some 2 seconds ahead of Homesick Alien. They're very close together. Alphanut now 4 seconds behind Homesick Alien. Joker 16 seconds behind these guys, but 22 seconds ahead of Noxie, who we saw lose some time before he went into the pits. Watch out, Noxie. If you go wide around that last corner, he spins you round. So Racer Brown, let's have some flash shots of Racer Brown doing his thing up in the lead, 3.1 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. Got just under 16 minutes remaining of racing here at Brands Hatch for round 10, the finale, double points. Just a nice look at all the cars. Gasman is into the pits now. Joker's just going around the final corner, just get ahead of Gasman. No, Gasman looks like he's got out of the pits. He managed to quick splash and dash, and he's got himself out ahead of Jokus. So Gasman moving himself up a couple of positions in this race, from right out at the back there we saw early doors like Alphanut. And now he's moved himself up into 6th place. That's going to help with the points, but with Alphanut finishing ahead of him, just ahead of him as well, it's not going to help him get ahead of Alphanut in the table. So Racer Brown there leading the way from Skyjacker. Bunny there, 4.8 seconds. Skyjacker 23.977 last time around for him. Bunny managing a 20. Oh, that was his out lap, wasn't it? A 26.4. Excuse me. Racer Brown 23.1 his last time around. 22.7. He's really pushing for it. Hasn't used the super softs yet. He's waiting for race 2 for them. And there also Skyjacker. Haven't seen him on the super softs yet. Bunny also opting to race just on softs in this race. Excuse me. Homesick Alien also great 4th place there for the Mustang. Alphanut only 2.8 seconds behind the Alien. He's been putting some quiet, fast laps in past the Alien. Probably he's no point fuel saving now, is there? We've only got 13 minutes, just under 14 minutes of racing. He's got a heavy load of fuel on that car. You may as well just open her right up and just balls to the walls. But Alphanut is catching him up. 24.1 last time around for Alphanut. Homesick Alien a 24.6. So Alphanut is faster at this point. Joker 17.5 seconds behind Alphanut. And Gasman, oh no, Gasman's had a massive one. Let's see if we can see it. Sorry, Gasman. Oh yeah, he just slid out there right in on Cooper Straight. Smashed the front of that car right up. So Gasman, after a great strategy, has ended up putting it into the barrier. His Subaru. Unfortunate race for Gasman here. Racer Brown 4.1 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. There's nothing Skyjacker can do, but he's got to take heart. There's no, don't get no prizes for this race. It's the next one where it means something. Bunny in a fine 3rd place. Doesn't look like anyone's going to rock that one unless he goes off. Now be very careful, Bunny. He's really slinging that Subaru. He's only got 5.3 seconds on Homesick Alien. There is Homesick Alien. There is Alphanut. So Bunny has to be careful. It's still got 12 minutes left of racing, and Bunny is driving it like he stole it. Unbelievable stuff. He's just got to calm down, bro. Take a chill pill. chillax. You're in a good position, you got a good amount of time, well, you had a good amount of time. Now it's down to 2.7 seconds, and the alien is coming in his Mustang, and he's bringing his mate Alpha with him. So just be very careful out there, Bunny. In third place, you've got to keep it on the grey stuff and avoid the green stuff. The green stuff's not so grippy. But he's doing a great job. He's doing a great job. He's 7 seconds adrift from Skyjacker now. Racer Brown crosses the line. 23.3 for Racer Brown on lap 20. Well, just starting lap 21 on lap 20. And Skyjacker just a 24.0. Just 7/10 off of the pace of a Racer Brown. 4.7 seconds between the two of them. Bunny there, still maintaining that third. 2.7 seconds against Alien, but Alphanut has really caught up. Homesick Alien right now, and Alphanut's pushing to get that fourth place. And see how he's gained from this race, some 15 seconds adrift of the pack on lap 1. And he is racing for fourth place, and he can see third just ahead of fourth. And that is why I've touted him as being in for a really good shout of a race win today. Imagine if he didn't have his troubles with Gazman earlier on in this race. Half a second behind the Mustang. He's really starting to push it now in that Honda. Look how much he gains on there. Oh, Homesick Alien out wide, and that's it. Good night. Thank you very much. Alphanut up into fourth place. And he's 3.5 seconds behind Bunny. He's got to zero in on the back of Bunny and crack on in the car 44. Racer Brown 5.1 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker is doing nothing wrong, keeping a nice consistent pace, sorry. Constant. But it's just not quite as fast as the Mitsubishi, I'm afraid. The Mitsubishi's just got a few tenths on that Chevy through the twisty nature of Brands Hatch. Chevy a little bit heavy. Chevy's too heavy for the Indy. It's not the Indy, sorry, it's the GP. So Bunny there in third place. He's managed to pull out a bit more time from Alphanut. Homesick Alien dropping back even more, 3 seconds back on the... He did a 27.7 that last time around. There's no need for fuel saving. We've got 9 minutes left. I think he's got plenty of fuel on board. So it must have just been... Oh, he had that off, didn't he? He went out wide, sorry. Joker, some 20 seconds virtually behind Homesick Alien in the Chevy. Some 7.3 seconds ahead of Gazman after we saw Gazman striking a barrier. And Noxie some 19 seconds behind Gazman. So Racer Brown, is it all his again? I mean, he's already won numerous times this season. 5. Yeah, I think he's had 5 wins this season. So is it going to be 6 of 10 for Racer Brown in his Mitsubishi? And what will happen with season 2 of Pacific Rim? Who's gonna choose an American car after this season? Although I think Dutch early doors looked quite good in the Ford GT. That didn't look too bad. It's a bit of a handful, but he was fast. Skyjacker there, 6 seconds now behind Racer Brown. 6.5 seconds ahead of Bunny. Alphanut 3.6 seconds now behind Bunny, and 3.7 seconds ahead of the Alien. It looks like everyone's going to finish in these positions, and then the pace car will come out, bunch them all up for race 2 or part 2 of the race, and they'll start with a rolling start in the positions they finish. I don't know, I think we have about a 10-minute break, so I might have time for a fag. I should go and get them back and start rolling now. So Racer Brown 7.3 seconds now ahead. Just gets a purple with a 22.559. That Mitsubishi is absolutely flying out there. It's a good job it hasn't got wings, because you could just paint BA on the side of it and let's all go on holiday. Skyjacker in the sexy looking Chevy. I believe it's a Mika Livery production. Livery, that is. Not the Chevy. I think liveries for a couple out there. Bunnies as well. So if you're ever looking for a livery to be made, Mika Livery is the lady to see, as she's got a couple out there, Skyjacker and Bunnies, I believe. Some might say she likes stripes, although that's not stripes, is it? Yeah, it is stripes. I know that's a replica of someone else's car. I don't know about Skyjackers. IRG Gangster is in the chat saying evening all. Racer Brown is absolutely owning it. 8.3 seconds, but there's only the first part of a two-part race. There's still a lot to do. Another 40-minute stint to do here. Mika Livery says mine is Bunny. I think that's Pat's. Hello. What, Skyjackers is Pat's, is it? I thought you said yours was racing another one of yours. Is it Jokers? No, not Jokers. I don't know, I thought there was another one of yours in here. Sorry, Mika. So, Skyjackers isn't Mika's. It might be Rivixter's, I'm not sure. So, Racer Brown leading the way. Yeah, I want to give everyone a whoosh. So, Racer Brown there. Top of the pile, 5 minutes left of racing. Skyjacker there, 9 seconds behind. He was leading, but with Racer Brown fuel saving, he was spent shorter in the pits and ended up coming out of the pits ahead of the thirsty Chevy. Although he did make the Chevy last half the race, so I was quite impressed with that. Bunny has been absolutely flying everywhere. He was all over Skyjacker early part of this race, hounding him for that first place. Dropped a little bit back, raced with Homesick Alien a little bit, and with Racer Brown as well. So Bunny has had himself quite a race today. At the moment he's in third, some 5.5 seconds ahead of Alpha Nut. Alpha Nut has had the comeback story of all comebacks. It's of a Robert Downey Jr. proportions. So Alpha racing around in fourth at the moment, 5 seconds behind Bunny, 9 seconds ahead of Homesick Alien. We've only got 4 minutes left of the race. Everyone seems to be in where they're going to be for the next race. There's Homesick Alien. I was giving mushes out one half. I got bored of it. Sorry. So Homesick Alien at 1:30 that last time around. I don't know what's ailing him in that Mustang, but he's lost a chunk of time to Jokers, but it seems okay with only 3.5 minutes left of racing. He's probably going to make it without Jokers catching him up. Jokers in sixth. He's only 3.1 seconds ahead of Gasman. Gasman's on a push. He's doing mid-23s. At the end of the race, he wants that 6th place before the timer runs out, and Noxie some 31 seconds behind that little battle. So we've got Jokers and Gasman coming up in a fight. Racer Brown 11.6 seconds, just about to start lap 27. I don't know what's going on with my throat. Right little frog in there. I apologise, guys. Sound like Marge out there or something. Pat said Mika did Bunny's Subaru, I did Skyjacker's Corvette. Oh, there you go. For some reason I thought there was a time when Bunny was racing someone and Mika was like, oh, both my liveries fighting each other, but I can't remember. It might not have even been this. They all meld into one after a while, all of these races. Are we doing GTMC? Are we round 6? You know, Pacific Rim round 10, double points here at Brands Hatch. How could anyone forget? Skyjacker doing all he can in second spot, but he's 12 and a half seconds adrift of Racer Brown with only 2 minutes to go. There's nothing on there. Let's have a look how Gasman's doing. He's 2 seconds now away from Jokers. He's trying to pull him in, but that fuel, he's burnt his fuel. Oh, can he make that fuel last for the last 2 minutes of this race? Oh no. just when he was on the push, but he's still pulling in. Jokus is slower than Gasman at the moment. Jokus, he's got the fuel. Tyres look okay, but Gasman has got to be keeping one eye on that fuel gauge. We're down to the last 2 minutes, under 2 minutes to go. Racer Brown 13.6 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker 4.3 seconds ahead of Bunny. Bunny on a little push near the end there, with only a minute and a half to go. And Pat saying Skyjackers is a reproduction of one of Jack's racing from the WRXC. So Alpha Nut there in fourth. I'm telling you, I'm still tipping him. There's a good chance for a race win there. That Honda is super consistent, it's fast, and I fancy Alpha putting it on the top step here. Racer Brown though, he's a formidable opponent. He's going to be hard to beat. I totally understand that. Mick Wivery in the chat saying, oh, that was the Max 5. I think myself and another driver were both sporting Koi Carp's liveries. Oh, was that what it was? Oh yeah. And we were battling it out on track. That was it. Sorry. You're right. It wasn't Mika Wivery's. I think she was racing. Or someone was racing. Skyjacker. Someone was racing Koi Carp. Both liveries fighting each other. And it's really weird mixing you and Koi Carp up because, I mean, he used to be a model. So Racer Brown is leading 15.3 seconds ahead of Skyjacker in second place. Bunny there in third, some 4 seconds behind Skyjacker. We've got 4 seconds, so people are going to start crossing the line pretty soon. Third there is going to be Bunny finishing first, but finishing third. Oh no, Skyjacker might not have crossed the line yet. Yeah, he's definitely has. So's Bunny. What am I thinking of? So Alpha, the first to finish in fourth, ahead of Homesick Alien. This is how they'll line up for the next racing, for the next 40-minute race. This is what the grid is going to look like. There is Homesick Alien going across the line in fifth. That fuel did last in the end, so he was right to fuel save a little bit. Here comes Jokus in his Chevy to grab himself sixth place. Great stuff. And Gasman was so close behind, 1.5 seconds in the end. And Noxie, he's some 31 seconds behind these guys. Is he ahead of Racer Brown though? Let's have a look. No, Racer Brown is slightly ahead. 17 seconds on Skyjacker in the end, but Skyjacker, oh, Racer Brown was really low on fuel. So only just getting these cars to the end, these guys. That's interesting stuff for race 2. They know how much they've got to save for. Well done, Racer Brown. Congratulations. Super win. Well, not even a win. Super half win. Super halfway win. Now you've got to do it all again. So here comes Skyjacker crossing the line in second place. Brilliant stuff. And Bunny for another podium. Take a boo, my son. And Noxie already crossing in 8th place. Rivixter, I don't know if he hung around or if he's scooted off, but he might be joining them. Well done. Racer Brown on another, well, it's half a victory. We're not quite there yet. Got to let the pace car out, line all the cars back up. No, it looks like Rivixter's gone altogether out of the room. Here they all come back with their little slogans. And I'll take you to the half race results for the time being while all the bits and bobs are changed. There they are. 8 turned up to fight it out in the chats. Mick Wivery saying spooky. I don't know if that's me getting her and Koi mixed up. And Pat saying Alpha Nut won race 1. So you were right there. First across the line after the time limit expired. Yes, Pat, thank you very much. I like it. I need you there always to make sure that my wrongs are right. So there you go. They were halfway through the race so far. I am eager to pop out and converse with the bunny rabbits. We have not spoken today. I don't want them to forget who I am. Racer Brown got the fastest lap on lap 27 with a 22.321. Can he get it in the 21s in the next race? Or is that just asking too much from the boy Racer Brown? So the settings have been changed. I don't know if anyone's going to go out for a practice. We usually have about 10 minutes break between races. 20:55. That is exactly 10 minutes. I'm going to take you to the track if anyone's out there or not. Alright, so Gazman thinks he went off on his own, and Alphanut thinks it was his fault, so it might not end up on the stewards. So let's have a look. Who shall we follow? Who's not going out yet? Someone make a move. Someone push their accelerator button. Come on. Come on. I've got to go and speak to the buns. Screw it. You can watch Bunny sit in the pit lane. I'll be back soon. Promise you. Yeah, the bunnies are all right. They're okay. It says a bit chilly this evening, but other than that, no complaints. They'd like more carrots, but they're fat, so they can't. In the chat, excuse me. Mika Wivery is accelerator button. Is that a technical term? Yeah, well, I don't like to, you know, not include everybody. So, accelerator button covers wheels and pads, I think, hopefully. And Bunyard saying a bit of grading in the gravel in that one. Lol. He was fun to watch, Bunny. That was definitely true. So Racer Brown, I saw no one came out for ages. They were all just sat there, shell-shocked. Looks like no one's opting for the super softs in the beginning of this race. They were all clad on their racing soft tyres. There's no hard fast rule saying they have to use the super soft. They're only allowed to use it for one stint, but they don't have to use it. And so maybe a few of them out there have heard grumbles of the super soft tyres, especially from GTMC. After that, there was a few people saying those super softs were bobbins, and they were no good. We're looking to see if Racer Brown's going to get into the 21s, wasn't he? He got a 22.3, wasn't it, I think, after the last race. Was it even higher than that? I think it was a 22.3. There goes the warm beverage, and that's done. Oh yeah. Smooth. So Racer Brown's out there, giving it a bit of practice. 55, we've been said, it's 54 right now. So we'll see. Oh, it's a good job I didn't go by the clock on the wall. I was looking at the clock on the wall. I still thought we had ages to go. I would have still been out there chatting to the bunnies. It's a Skyjacker. He'll be starting second in the rolling start. What can he do against the might that is Racer Brown? And Homesick. Oh dear. Homesick. Having a closer look at the barrier down there. Oh no, on the way to Druids. Oh, it's Paddock. Paddock Hill Bend. We all love a bit of Paddock Hill Bend. Trying to find the breaking point for that. It's awesome. Actually, Racer Brown's just coming around to it. Shall we see where his breaking point is? I usually brake, yeah, roughly about, look at that, he just skims that car through, it's beautiful. Going up to Druids now, heavy braking at the shadow, down to second gear, climbs on the curb, he's not giving anything away. Oh, we're Y-ing. As I didn't do it the first time, I'm going to do it this time. So I think Skyjacker missed it, really. That's why I don't do it, because I make an arse of myself. There you go. Boom. Did it this time. Bang. So, ooh, it's sort of sticky. It's sort of sticky. I don't know if it's on my pad. There's something sticky somewhere. Oh, it's on the table, for God's sake. It's what, sorry? Syrup. Oh, the syrup's been out again. Oh, apparently we had pancakes for breakfast. Now I've got old syrup on my hand. For race 2 here for the final of the Pacific Rim Championship. They're lined up on the grid in the finishing positions of the first part of the race, the first 40 minutes. We're just heading into another 40 minutes of racing here with Racer Brown on pole of the rolling start, Skyjacker in second, Bunny third, Alpha Nut in fourth, Homesick Alien fifth, Joker sixth, Gasman seventh, Noxie 8th place. In the chat, Pat quickly saying, just checking the structural integrity of the safety barriers, making sure it's doing its job. He did that indeed. So there we go, Racer Brown leading them away through Paddock Hill Bend. Some nice shots, but it looked like Homesick Alien is pressuring the Honda early doors. He knows he's going to have to get a move, try and get ahead of Alpha before Alpha settles into a nice rhythm. He's trying to get the job done early doors with Jokers and Gasman all looking to try and get a move on each other. Meanwhile, up ahead, Racer Brown nearly 7/10 ahead of the Chevy of Skyjacker, who's nearly a second ahead of Bunny's Subaru. Alpha 1.2 seconds behind him. He's starting to pull away from the Mustang. with the Chevy there in 6th off Jokers, Gazman 7th, and Noxie in the Mazda in 8th place. Do we have some movement there? Oh, Gazman seems to have moved up. Has Jokers had a bit of an off? No. I don't know. Not yet. Jokers has had an off, sorry. Jokers must have had an off. He's moved behind Noxie now. There, and oh, it looks like Gazman's had a bit of an issue as well, and Noxie's caught up Gazman rather quickly. So, a bit of issues near the back of the grid, the pack. It looks like Noxie trying to make a move on Gazman. Gazman just not melding with the Subaru and Brands Hatch. We've seen him in some of the races before. He's had some great racing happened here for him. But at the moment, he's struggling in that Subaru to get a lap. I'm trying to look down now. Yeah, Gazman, round 1 at all topless. He got 3rd. Round 2 at Yamigawa. He got 3rd. He got 2nd at round 3 Suzuka. Then he got 6th. Then he's got 8th. Then he's got 7th. 3rd at round 6 and 4th last at Laguna Seca. And I didn't write down anyone's places at Special Route Stage X. So that's on me. I know Rivik still won, but I can't remember it. It was a mad race. You've got to watch it on YouTube. It's freaky. Really is freaky. So Racer Brown nearly 2 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker only half a second ahead of Bunny. Bunny is going in for the kill. Going in for the kill. Doing it for the thrill. So Bunny, but he's got Alpha Nut breathing right down his neck. And Homesick Alien only a second behind these guys. That's your top 5. Gazman just ahead of Noxie there. And Jokers, he's dropped some 4 seconds behind these guys now in his Chevy. So it's early doors in this race though. Only 3 minutes in so far. Just starting lap 3. Racer Brown, I believe. Oh no, Alpha Nut's got the fastest lap. So Alpha Nut's the one to watch. 2 tenths behind Bunny. There was a lot of stutters in that there. Because I wasn't sure. I couldn't see Bunny because Skyjacker was in the way. So Alpha Nut on the attack. Trying to race Bunny. Bunny was trying to race Skyjacker earlier on. The battle for 2nd place is real, and it's here. Look at that back end. What great car control Alpha Nut displays. It's amazing. He said to me in the chat before that he has his brake bias quite far to the back. He likes a loose back end, does Alpha, and you've got to be really good at controlling a car. You've got to have great feeling in your butt ski to know when that slide is more than just losing it. But at the moment you can see he's got this Honda perfectly under control, and you can see 2nd and 3rd just in front. Looks like they're now starting to race in 2nd place, and that will help the Honda of Alpha Nut, but we don't know now. People may have shuffled themselves into position and be thinking about fuel saving for the rest of the race. Racer Brown doing an absolute terrific job there, out in the lead. Some 2.2 seconds. Got the fastest lap on lap 3 off of Alpha Nut with a 23.217. Skyjacker trying all he can in that Chevy. He's pulled away from Bunny again, and now Bunny, it must be this paddock heel bend for Bunny, isn't it? This is his Achilles heel on this track. For the rest of the track, he starts pulling himself closer to the Chevy and away from the Honda, but then as they start a new lap and they go through paddock, he slips back to the Alpha Nut in his Honda again. This time though, it looks like the Honda is sticking with him throughout the lap. He's lining him up soon. Alpha Nut is ready to pounce, I believe. Get back on board with the Honda and see how they do. Alpha Nut looking for a way past the Subaru. Well caught. Only 2.3 seconds ahead of Homesick Alien in his Ford Mustang. And again on the slide, Honda and Alpha together in a beautiful synchronicity. They're in sync. I know it's synchronized, but there's a synchronicity. There you go. Beautiful stuff there. And that Honda, it looks like it's only a matter of time until he's going to get past the Subaru of Bunny. Bunny soaking up that pressure, trying to keep up with the Chevy in front. The Chevy's over a second now. Skyjacker, pressure off now. He can get into his rhythm, find his braking spots, get comfortable with the Chevy. He's lost 3 seconds on that bloody Mitsubishi now. No one can keep up with it. 23.2 for Racer Brown the last time around. Yeah, I'll dish out some of these. Whoosh for Racer Brown. Whoosh for Skyjacker in second place. 1.2 seconds ahead of Bunny now. Bunny really soaking up that pressure of Alpha Nuts in his Honda. He's there, just dishing it out, ready to take that spot from Bunny. First mistake Bunny makes, Honda Alpha Nut is going to be there. I want to call him Honda Nut soon. There's Homesick Alien. He's some 2.8 seconds behind that battle for third place. Gazman in sixth, some 11 seconds ahead of Jokus. So Jokus and Noxie both having issues. Oh, Jokus has just had an off now. He's some 16.7 seconds ahead of Noxie, but Noxie's coming very fast indeed, so Noxie will be wanting that spot back. I've said it every round, but Noxie's helmet is my favourite. It sounds rude as well, but I've never noticed before. So Racer Brown 3.3 seconds ahead of Skyjacker, but this is the battle. Oh no, it's not. Where's Alpha? Alpha now 7/10 behind Bunny. Maybe Alpha deciding to do a bit of fuel save. It is an endurance race, remember, not an out-and-out sprint. You can't expect paint swapping on every corner. These guys have got to race their strategy, and they'd rather not race each other. It slows them down. So Racer Brown now 3.3 seconds. He's getting purples, did a 23.7. He's done 23s every lap so far. Skyjacker a 25 on lap 2. Then he's been able to maintain it in the 23s ever since. Bunny, he's been mixing it up between the 24s and the 23s, so he must fuel save one lap, blast it another lap. Alpha Nut managing it mostly in the 23s, one lap in the 24s, so it's a great pace up the front there. They're all around the same. We know they can go a bit faster, so I think they're all doing a little bit of fuel saving. And Alpha Nut really looking for a way past that Subaru. Homesick, he's going to lose it. Oh no, what a shame, what a shame. It was great racing up until then. There goes Homesick Alien just whooshing past Alpha Nut. Poor Alpha Nut in the Honda, he was really on it as well. But this is it, I said earlier, he likes to run a loose back end. And that is the issue. It's a fine line from a lovely slide through a corner from the back end coming around to meet you. What a shame, but Homesick Alien will take that all day long. Up into fourth place, 5 seconds behind third, 2 seconds ahead of Alpha Nut, but we know Alpha Nut's got the pace to catch up the Mustang. Gazman there, 9/10 behind the Honda, and he'll be pushing to try and insert himself into that position. He thinks if Alpha's giving away positions, then he'll have one. If it's free, why not? So Racer Brown, 4.5 seconds now. He's into the 22s. He's starting to turn the wick up. He's saved enough fuel, he thinks. We're at the 10-minute mark. Half a tank of fuel. He's got over half a tank of fuel, so he can burn a bit of fuel now. Skyjacker, he's on that halfway mark, but Bunny has really caught him up. Now he's got no pressure from behind, from Alpha Nut. Bunny's been able to concentrate on his braking points and getting the corners right. Whoa, that's beautiful stuff. Both cars taking curb and dirt. And now Bunny looks set to make a move on the Chevy. We've seen Skyjacker, he's very good at defensive driving. And this is just what Racer Brown could do with. This is what he likes in his rear view mirrors. If they're squabbling over second place, means no one's bothered about his first place. So we're sat on board with Bunny, sitting in third place, nearly 6 seconds ahead of Homesick Alien. We'll go back because it looks like there's a nice little tidy battle there between Homesick, Alphanot and Gazman. We're just going to see how Bunny deals with the Chevy in Paddock Hill Bend. Oh, it's wobbly cars. Very wobbly under braking is the Subaru. You can see the suspension just looks way too soft. And there goes Bunny on his way, still shadowing. Yeesh, I thought he was going to do the same as Alphanot there, but he kept hold of it somehow, some way, and he really is starting to put the pressure on Skyjacker. Skyjacker, he looks like he's just easing off a little bit for that fuel, maybe, possibly, and Bunny, he's just wanting to get on with it. Homesick Alien, he's 1.4 seconds ahead of Alphanot, who's only a second ahead of Gazman, so these three very close together out there. Jokers, he's only 6/10 ahead of Noxie. Noxie slamming on the pressure. Let's get on board the Mazda and see him having a race with the Chevy there. Skyjacker and Bunny still second and third. I'm keeping an eye. If anything moves, I'll be straight there, he says. We're sat on board with Noxie in the Mazda, chasing down Jokers. Oh, it looks like Jokers has made a small mistake there. Noxie's going to go for that inside line. Happy days. Oh, they're banging doors. And Noxie has made it through, but has he? Because it looks like he's backed off. I think he's backed off. Maybe he thought it was a little too aggressive. I don't know. It looked good. It looked good. I don't know. I'm not a steward. I don't make these decisions, but yeah, it looked great on the stream, guys. Going through there, door by door. I liked it. Race around 6.7 seconds ahead of Skyjacker, but Bunny really is on top of the Corvette now. He really is applying some pressure to this, and it looks beautiful on track. The Chevrolet and the Subaru, American and Japanese. That's what we're here for. The Pacific Rim is about the USA versus the land of the rising sun. And we have to say, Japan has come out on top after this season. They make the better cars, it seems. Americans, it could be argued, make the nicer looking cars. But yes, short, stumpy, tall boys from Japan have seemed to have done well, the Subarus and the Mitsubishi, whereas we've only seen flashes of it from the Chevrolet and the Mustang. I think they're the only two we've got left. We've got two Chevys and one Mustang left in the field. We had a Ford GT, which looked lovely. It really did. Dutch's GT. And it just looks like Bunny is just meeting a stone wall here. Everything he tries at Skyjacker, he's just seeing the back of a Corvette. And Skyjacker's car placement, perfect as always, to avoid the Subaru managing to make a move on him. Great stuff there, we're seeing. Oh, Gazman has moved up ahead of Alphanot. I apologise, I'll take you to that straight away. Oh, I said I was keeping an eye on those boys down there, and I've let you down. I've let you down a lot. And Noxie's got ahead of Joker, so loads of things have changed. Oh, but there's Bunny's just about to make a move. Oh, Skyjacker again with that great car placement, but this is the one. Bunny, no, again, Skyjacker. Knowing exactly where to put the car, and it just really breaks Bunny's runs. Bunny's got to run now, but he's got to take a tight line into Paddock Hill. He's thought better of it, he's backed out of it. My word, what racing we're seeing. I would go down the field because I'm sure there's some great racing down there, but at the moment Bunny trying to get a run on Skyjacker. Skyjacker just placing the Corvette in the most awkward of positions, like down the straight. He didn't really do anything wrong. He made his one move, but it really cut Bunny's run out. It really did. Foiled him. We've seen some beautiful racing here. Gazman has got ahead of Balfour, like I mentioned. Noxie's got ahead of Jokus, and I want to take you to it. But this is some stunning stuff we're watching at the moment, and I'd rather just stick with it for the time being. Oh, Bunny is gonna be so frustrated with the back of that Corvette by the end of this 40 minutes already. We're 16 and a half minutes into this race. No one's pitted yet, and Skyjacker having a cracking race there in second place, just behind Racer Brown. Racer Brown has rabbited, he's disappeared, and Bunny is doing all that he can. He's been doing it for lap after lap now, for at least 5 laps, trying to push and pressure Skyjacker so he can try and make a move. He's gone for that outside line now. Is there enough momentum? No, again, Skyjacker just taking the boil, the fizz out of Bunny's pop. Homesick Alien then, 7.9, 8 seconds drift of this, 6.7 seconds ahead of Gazman. Gazman 6 seconds ahead of Alphanut, so we assume Alphanut must have had a small off. I'm sorry, Alpha, if it was a commentator's curse that's done that to you. There's Noxie, he got himself ahead of Jokus. Jokus there in 8th place. So back to the battle for Skyjacker and Bunny. Sat on board. Oh, actually, shall we try Skyjacker and a look back? Here you go. So looking back from Skyjacker's car, we can see Bunny trying all he can to get past. Again, another run in them fast corners where Skyjacker has to kill the speed more than Bunny does, and Bunny's looking. Oh, it's just not there. He just can't get something on the Corvette. Again, he's trying to run, but he's on the outsides. So we're coming around the final corner, and there Skyjacker just placing his car just right, and Bunny's just not able to get half a car's length up the inside of Skyjacker. That's all he needs. And again, he's going for that outside line. It's no good for you out there, but they're cutting on the inside. Is this the one? Is this the move? He's there, he's wiggling, but then again, Skyjacker's got the inside line, and he's done it. But oh, Bunny sliding behind the Corvette. What a cracking race between these two. Unbelievable stuff. Again, it's the two from Lobby 2 of the GTMC that was the most exciting to watch from last Tuesday's race. I commentated on it earlier tonight, and I've got to say, well worth a watch for those two alone. And here they are. Oh, Skyjacker's fuel is flashing, but we are up to about halfway. Sorry, Racer Brown, we haven't seen you at all. At 22.7 so far in this race. He's got a quarter of a tank of fuel, plenty of fuel there. His tyres don't look like they're pretty much used, so he's continuing on. Skyjacker, oh, I saw some dirt getting kicked up there. I don't know, it might have been nothing. It was obviously nothing because they're both really close together, but oh, I just thought I saw dirt kicking up. Oh, no, yeah, that was it. It was just Bunny, just out a bit wide, but it didn't cost him too much. Sorry. They've probably gone into the pits now, both of them. They have. Sorry. So Skyjacker and Bunny both jumping into the pits. Cracking racing from those two. Homesick Alien continues on. He's only got a lap or two left of fuel in him. He's 21 seconds behind Racer Brown. Gazman only 5 seconds behind Homesick Alien. He's got plenty more fuel. Bunny's out of the pits before Skyjacker. Bunny has got out of the pits before Skyjacker. So now it's Skyjacker's turn to apply the pressure to the Subaru. But can he do it? Because that Subaru did look a little bit faster than the Corvette. So we think Bunny might just run from Skyjacker. Skyjacker has gone for those super soft tyres though, whereas Bunny has opted not to. Gazman's still out there. Noxie up into 6th place. He hasn't pitted yet though. He's barely used those tyres. Noxie really good on his tyres. Alpha Nut has pitted. He's back out there. Filled up on the racing softs. 19 minutes left of racing here at Brands Hatch GP. And we're having a cracking time here in the Group 3 cars for the Pacific Rim Championship, which I think will be the next season. It'll be called Pacific Rim Championship, but it'll be the Subaru and Mitsubishi Cup. I can't imagine people choosing anything other than those two. The Mazdas look like a handful. That Mustang hasn't really delivered on speed. Wow, he's gone round again. That fuel is really flashing. Racer Brown, still plenty of fuel in that bad boy. Gasman, he's still got a good amount of fuel left. Bunny, he's only 4/10 ahead of Skyjacker, so the roles have been reversed between the Subaru and the Chevy. I mean, the Chevy looks fast, but it gets through fuel fast, and it seems to burn its tyres out quick. If I was trying to choose a car, it definitely would be, well, I'd choose the Mitsubishi because I like Mitsubishi. I like how it feels. I've done some in the Subaru. I found it a bit of a, I don't know, a bit gutless. I didn't think it had much to offer. It's good through the corners, I'll give it that. But here comes Skyjacker now. Can Bunny defend as well as Skyjacker did in the first race? Oh gosh, why has that not changed? There you go. So now sat on board with Skyjacker in 5th place. 17.5 minutes left of racing. Skyjacker hanging it right out over the curb onto the grass. There goes the Mustang. We saw its fuel was flashing. It's gone in from 3rd place. Homesick Alien making his one and only pit stop in the race. It seems to look 0% he had by the time he got to his pit box. Can he get back out ahead of Alpha Nut? We're keeping an eye on it. Whilst we're also watching, yes, that Chevy is a lot faster than the Subaru through Paddock Hill Bend. Through Druids, caught up with the back of the Subaru also, but through the rest of the part of the track, I believe the Subaru is a little bit stronger getting through these corners. But Skyjacker giving it all he's got. He's in 4th, he wants a podium for the final race, and it's double points, remember. And Racer Brown consolidating his championship there. His fuel is flashing. Gasman now up into 2nd spot. His fuel is also on vapours. Bunny then in 3rd, half a second ahead of Skyjacker. Homesick Alien came back out the pits ahead of Alpha Nut by some 8.7 seconds. He's gone for the racing soft tyres. It's looking good for a 5th place with just under 16 minutes left of racing here. And there's Alpha Nut in 6th in the Honda. He's some 10 seconds ahead of Noxie. Gasman's gone in. Racer Brown has stayed out again. He's really going late into this race. That's 25 minutes virtually of racing on 1 tank of fuel. He's got the fastest lap of the race. He's leading by 40 seconds from Bunny. And now he's doing a bit of lawn mowing in Kent. Whoa, come on, Racer Brown. Don't throw it away. You've got 40 seconds. You don't want to lose all that. But yeah, double points. The closest man to him in the championship is Alpha Nut, down in 6th place. I think there's some scores to settle. Gasman wants to get past Alpha Nut, and Gasman at the moment is ahead. He's got to score 5 points more than Alpha Nut, so I don't think that's going to be enough. 1 position. Bunny in 2nd place. There's no way he's going to get around before Racer Brown gets out of them pits. Racer Brown's going to just be in pit and out again before these guys are even close to the start straight. But Skyjacker keeping up with the Subaru. Did a 24.0 his last time around. Bunny doing a 23.9. Nothing in it between the two cars. Whoa, Skyjacker also mowing the lawns out of Kent. There is Homesick Alien in fourth. A 20. Oh, that was his out lap, the last lap. We'll see when he comes around this time. But he's 3.9 seconds ahead of Gasman. Oh yeah, Gasman pitted, didn't he, just from second place. He's got himself ahead of Alphanut, but only by 4.2 seconds. Race on there between these two, I think, come the end of the race. Gasman's opted for the super soft tyres, and Alpha went for racing soft. So Racer Brown, he's gone for super softs as well for the last 14 minutes around here of Brands Hatch. What a cracking little race I believe it has been. I know it's not been close door to door, wheel to wheel, but it's been intriguing with the way they make their strategies and then they come back together. Bunny now 1.3 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker, is he losing that grip of those super soft tyres? And Bunny managing to maximise his Subaru's performance through the corners and pulling away from Skyjacker. Skyjacker, he's got a good 9 seconds before Homesick Alien catches up. Homesick Alien did a 23.8 his last time around. Skyjacker feels exactly the same as Homesick Alien. Did a 24.3. So yes, Skyjacker a little bit off the pace at the moment. He's a second behind Bunny. Bunny doing his fastest lap last time with a 23.3. Done a 24.1 this time around. Skyjacker doing a 23.8. So it's seesawing backwards and forwards between the two of them. Same with Homesick Alien, and 24.0 for him last time across the line. Alphanut only 6.7 seconds behind Homesick Alien, doing a 22.8. So Alphanut absolutely blistering pace from him behind the Alien. He's used a bit more fuel up than the Alien, but I'm sure he's done the calculations. There's Gasman, who was ahead of Alphanut, so Gasman must have made a mistake. Yeah, he's out lap. Yeah, he did a 132 on his last lap. So Gasman obviously making a mistake. Alphanut moving up. That's consolidating his second spot in the championship. I don't know if Gasman had anyone close behind him. I will re-look at the table. Let me look. It's drop scores I've got to look at, because double points, they're not going to drop any of these ones. So Gasman 94 points, Homesick Alien on 87 points, who's 2 places ahead of him on double points. So Gasman's third place could be under threat in the championship from the Alien. Bunny in fifth, he's 81 points, he's only 6 points behind Homesick Alien. He's there sitting on the podium at the moment in a double point situation. So I mean, this table could all move. Skyjacker on 78 points, he's 3 points behind Bunny, and he's behind him on the track. But again, he could move ahead of Homesick Alien. He's only what, 9 points behind the Alien in the table. So it could all shuffle around. It's one to watch out for, but this is definitely, you can write in concrete. Talleyrand can start banging up one of his Hall of Championship posters with Racer Brown on there for the Pacific Rim Championship, because this, he's licked the stamp, ladies and gentlemen, and with that 22.219 he's posted it. Bunny in that second place, he's pulled 2.3 seconds away from Skyjacker now. Skyjacker, he's looking like he's settling for that third place in the final round. He'll take that. Skyjacker so far this season, let's have a look. 8th in round 1, 6th in round 2, 5th in, oh, he has a love affair with 5th. He's Suzuka, 3rd round, he had 5th. Fuji, 4th round, he got 5th. BB Raceway, round 5, he got 5th. He got 4th at round 6 at Big Willow. Then back to 5th for Blue Moon Infields, and then 5th again at Laguna Seca, and I think he got something like 8th or something. I didn't see the results, the final results, but he got a 30-second penalty, and I think the whole field was bunched up, so it pretty much put him to the back of the field, bar Gasman maybe. So a podium, that will be his first podium this season if he can manage it. So I imagine for the final race, double points, he's quite happy to take the podium at this point. Not like that, not like that, Skyjacker, just keep it cool. That's it. 9.5 seconds ahead of Homesick Alien, but remember Alpha Nut was putting some blistering laps in, closing that time down from Homesick Alien. A 23.1, 22.9, Homesick Alien managing a 24.1, 24.2, so he's in the early 24s, where Alpha Nut, he's in the late 22s, early 23s, second a lap faster. It won't take long for him to rock up to the back of the Alien and be knocking on the Mustang's boot. Gasman 7.6 seconds behind Alpha Nut. He's done his fastest the last lap, 23.6. So back on track for Gasman. He's 5.7 seconds ahead of Noxie. So any more mistakes and Noxie will be upon him. And Jokus, ooh, Jokus giving it a donut. Half a donut down there. Getting going in the Chevy. Jokus, he's had an up and down season as Jokus, I'd say. He's had some moments of greatness in that car. He's looked really good. His seasons run 10th, 9th, 11th. Did not start at Blue Moon, and 7th at Laguna Seca, and I couldn't tell you what he did last round because I didn't write any of it down. Oops, sorry. So Racer Brown, we said, is he going to get the 6th win from the season of 10 races? It's looking good. We've got 7.5 minutes remaining in this race. Bunny 18 seconds adrift from Racer Brown. Skyjacker 4.2 seconds behind Bunny. Did a 25.1 his last time. Oh yeah, we saw him going out on the grass, didn't we? That'll explain the 25.1. So we'll see better this lap where he's at. 23.9, so he's in the late 23s now. With Bunny doing a 24.5, so Skyjacker might be marginally faster than Bunny at this point in the race. If he's been doing all early 23s, it just must be a one-off lap of a 24.5. Let's have a look. I don't think his tyres look good. Now he's up on his fastest. So he's back to his best again. It was just an off lap. Skyjacker again, kicking up some dirt in that Chevy. But he's not giving up. He's not giving up on that place. 4 seconds from second spot. And we know Bunny, he likes to slide his car through the corners. So there's a huge chance he might lose the back end. So Skyjacker just continuing on. 9.3 seconds ahead of Homesick Alien, but Alpha Nut with that blistering pace is starting to catch up the Mustang. The Mustang's just over a quarter of a tank of fuel with 6 minutes remaining, and Alpha Nut just on a quarter of a tank of fuel, but he's absolutely flying, and he wants that 4th place ahead of the Alien. Gasman 9.6 seconds behind Alpha Nut, 8.8 seconds ahead of Noxie. We saw Noxie was catching him up, but his last lap was a 27.9, not great. And there is Jokus, we saw getting lapped. So Alpha Nut's the man on the move, and Skyjacker. Sky always 5.5 seconds, so he's lost 1.5 seconds that last lap. And Homesick Alien a bit closer. Skyjacker, he's got to be careful. Ooh, is he starting to lose some grip with those super soft tyres, or was it maybe he lost the time getting past Jokus? We didn't see, but he was 4 seconds behind Bunny when we last saw him, and now he's nearly 6 seconds. He was 9 seconds ahead of Alien, now he's only 8 seconds, so he's lost a bit of time, but he has just got past the back marker of Jokus. Not that Jokus is a back marker, but in this race he is. Alpha Nuts 1.5 seconds behind the Alien now. Oh, but catching up is one thing, getting past is a totally different story. So we're watching Alpha Nuts in 5th place with only 4.5 minutes left of this 40-minute race, and Alpha Nut closing up on the Mustang ahead of him. here at Brands Hatch GP for round 10 of the Pacific Rim Championship. Racer Brown was virtually the champion before we started, and in this race he's shown why he was virtually the champion. There's a yellow flag. It's a yellow flag. No one seems to be moving, so it might be Jocus getting out of the way. As we saw, Skyjacker had overtaken him just, so I think that was Jocus. And it's 8/10 now. He's within a second of the Mustang. Homesick Alien, if there's anything left in the tank, this is the time. He's going to have to get defensive. It doesn't look like he's got the pace, or he'd be pulling away. And Alpha Nut just rocking up to the back of that Mustang. 6/10, great stuff. Spunny 7.7 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker, I don't think, has got anything else in that Corvette. Same as I don't think Homesick Alien's tyres aren't looking too bad. Quarter of a tank of fuel. He's been maintaining the 24.4s every lap, with Alpha Nut doing 23.6s, and he's there already all over the back of the Mustang. I don't know if the Mustang has got anything there to fight back with. All he can do is stay on the inside of the corners, and there we see Alpha Nut, what Skyjacker was doing to Bunny earlier, just making his car wide, coming back onto the race line. Alpha Nut, he's just got to follow the Mustang through, hope to get up the inside of it into Druids. He's going for the outside line. Maybe he's going to swing back onto the inside to get a line up the inside, and he does. Has he got it though? Because then the Mustang's got the inside line here for this corner, and now we're back to status quo. So Homesick Alien so far doing a cracking job with 2.5 minutes left of this race. Racer Brown still leading from Bunny, Skyjacker in third, and this is the battle on track. Homesick Alien and Alpha Nut. With 2 minutes left of this 40-minute race, Alpha Nut nearly a second or so faster than Homesick Alien. He's just rocked up to the back of the Mustang, and now he's trying to get past, and Homesick Alien is just trying to make it as difficult for him as possible by placing his Mustang in the most awkward position. You can see the speed the Honda has on that Mustang, the way it catches it up under braking, but he's just got to find that inside line. He's got to hope that Homesick Alien snatches a brake, leaves a little door open for him. And just here you can see Homesick moving to the inside and then swinging the car slowly out. It's only one move to make it harder for Alpha Nut. Let's get that inside line. The back end of the Honda stepping out. The fuel is flashing. We've only got 1 minute left of racing, and here we see in Druids still no room for the Honda next to that Mustang. The Mustang there keeping the curb fully guarded, full of that Ben & Jerry's. I bet Alpha Nut won't fancy Ben & Jerry's after this race. And that's it. That's not bad. The Mustang's been able to pull out a bit of space there. 45 seconds remaining, and Racer Brown's going to have to go over and do one more lap. So he's got lap 29 to do. Bunny, some 16 seconds. He's going to have to do another lap. He's alright. He's got the fuel though. He's 9.4 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. And there he goes to cross the line. And Skyjacker only 9 seconds behind him, 16 seconds showing on the clock. I think Skyjacker's going to be good to do another lap. I don't know if his fuel will be good to do another lap. Homesick Alien still battling Alpha. 5 seconds left on the clock. Are they going to have to go around again? 2, 1. Oh, Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien gets a reprieve. His fuel might not, but Alpha Nut, again, the first to cross the line. How eerie is that? So Alpha 5th, Gazman finishing in 6th, Noxie crossing the line for 7th place. Jocus wasn't that far back from Noxie in the end, coming across to finish in a great 8th place. There is Racer Brown. And Bunny's only 1 second ahead of Skyjacker. That's drastic changing there. but Skyjacker's got absolutely no fuel on board. Bunny looks like he's struggling with something in that car. Racer Brown comes across the line to take the win, his 6th of the season. Congratulations, Racer Brown, and the championship. Brilliant stuff. There's Bunny struggling to maintain that 2nd spot. He's lost some time somewhere on this lap, and Skyjacker is very close, but his fuel is absolutely on the edge. He looks like he's going to run out before he gets to the line. Here comes Bunny to cross the line for 2nd spot. Absolutely blistering, son. Well done. Cracking stuff. And Skyjacker finishing in 3rd. Take a boo, my son. And here comes Homesick Alien. He's running on vapours now, I think. He's just cruising across the line to finish in 4th place. Woo-wee. So check out our Discord for the table, because it's just blown apart. It could be anyone's game. So there's your final results. I'll take you to them. And Racer Brown, for the 6th time this season, congratulations. Pole position was just because of the race before, but fastest lap and the victory. Fantastic stuff. Let me take you to the race results. I know that Skyjacker doesn't keep his rooms open long. So there you go. The big finale, the big end to the Pacific Rim Championship, and it's Racer Brown takes the race win and the championship. Congratulations, Mr. Brown. Bunny takes a fantastic 2nd place, only just in the end there, with Skyjacker fighting him for that 2nd spot. Skyjacker, his 1st podium of the season. Saved the best to last. Well done. Take a boo, my son. Homesick Alien only just getting that 4th, with Alpha Nut finishing in 5th. The clock saved Homesick on that one, I think. I think Alpha definitely had enough fuel for the next lap. So Homesick Alien finishing in 4th. Alpha Nut 5th. Gazman in 6th. 7th for Noxie, Jocus in 8th, and Racer Brown got a 22.2, so we didn't see that 21.9 that I wanted, but, you know, I'm not angry. Racer Brown just a bit disappointed, that's all. Better luck next time. So that's it. That is it. That's it. That's Pacific Rim, Thursday. Keep an eye out. I mean, I'm back on nights again, so there'll be the replays you'll get. You won't get this super live action. But yes, the Vidget season will be starting soon. I don't actually know what the Vidget stands for. VGT, Vision Granola Transmission. Vidget, the Vidget season with the pretend golfs will be out in force. I don't even know what tracks. I haven't even looked at the championship, to tell you the truth. I'm not sure, but yes, we'll be seeing the golfs filling the Thursday slot at some point. I don't know when. End of March. That's too soon. It might be the end of April. I don't know anything. I'm pointless telling you, but yeah, Thursdays will have the Vidget in them, the Vag League. Tuesday, continuing on with the GTMC, and we've got a special Sunday night. Still room if you want to sign up for it. The Rally Challenge, 10 different epic cars from the past, all racing each other at the same time. So that's there, and there's other things to sign up for. Super Touring car, something else and something else. If you go to our Discord, you will see it all in the sign-up pages. GR4 Championship, Super Touring car. What was the other one? I don't know. I really don't know. There was 3 that went up to sign up, and I can't remember one of them. The chat's gone wild. So Skyjacker said, man, that was tough. It looked tough. Well done, RB, on the championship, says Skyjacker. Skyjacker says, thanks to all at PRC. Skyjacker also said, thank massively, Thingy, you legend. It doesn't feel like I'm a legend. It just feels like I'm having a laugh. Skyjacker says, VGTS is on the 15th of April. There you go. I knew the date was postponed a bit. So, and Skyjack said, in the golf, not a golf, but is a golf that's not a gold. golf, I think he meant. Bunny said, well done, Racer Brown. Skyjacker, what a race. Thanks, Thingamajig. That is my pleasure. Racer Brown says, thank you, Thingamajig and Skyjacker, great racing. It's my pleasure again. And Noxie saying, thanks, Thingy and Skyjacker, well done to Racer Brown. Again, my pleasure. And Skyjacker says, a cracking race, Bunny. So that's everything. I've pushed all our races, our series, and stuff like that. You'll see. I don't know when I'll be doing this again. Oh my. Well, the Sunday night rally thing is like 10-minute races. I'm taking part in them. So I was going to do the replays just during the week in the mornings, just little 10-minute hits. Yeah, call it like, tea break season, tea break YouTube championship, and obviously we'll carry on with the GTMCs, and yeah, there's a few things coming on Fridays that we'll be doing live, so yeah, keep your ear to the ground, we're around, yo, with the Virtual Racers Club. Right, this is me going on when Skyjacker likes to close his rooms quick. So, I was your broadcaster and commentator, Anita Bang. Thank you very much. I will catch you on the flip side. Bye. For real blood, yeah? Man dem.